The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And not a whole lot to speak of there, so bring him down shy of the 20. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Carr now to throw. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for Bengals TV. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now Carr to try again after the pick six. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, a lot of action right out of the gate. The two teams barely off the buses. We've already had the touchdown and now the interception.
Yeah, whatever happened to the feeling out process? You know, kind of throw a few jabs out there, kind of circle the ring a little bit. Both of them throwing haymakers.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jerry Tillery running in there and setting him down. Here we go. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now it's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. McCarr fighting his former college teammate Adams there for the Raider first. To throw is Carr. The open man here, Renfro.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Carr. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 44, Carr. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Open man, that's Renfro. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfro. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jesper Horsted from 4 yards out. And the Raiders have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mixon with a first down carry. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes.
Touchdown, Bengals! Hayden Hurst, 26 yards. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Meanwhile, Carr's throw pulled in by Renfro. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. From the gun, it's Carr. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. Fights through, and now a crease. Past the 20. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The final shot here before half for Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here we go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. First down, here's White. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Jacobs is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Jacobs again, and not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A pair of teammates at Fresno State connecting there. Derek Carr to Devontae Adams. And the Raiders get a bit closer. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, right side. The 20. And all the way for a Cincinnati score. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And this is caught. It's a big play there for Vegas. And even 40 yards. Here's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs takes it in from a yard out. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Carlson down to add the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. That second down play nets a -4.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Andrew Billings able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down before they can get the punt away whistles as we've come to the end. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Carr to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. And here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that we're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Now Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. And now here's another interception. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Max Crosby, his second sack of the night. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Burrow will throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Max Crosby drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up fourth down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. They're ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On play action, it's Carr. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And Carr's going to keep it himself. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.